Think morning routines are a load of bollocks and this is what you should be doing instead. You see, the vast majority of people, when they are getting into business and when they want to make a lot of money online or in business in general, they see all these people online and they see about all these morning routines. I mean, I think right now the famous one kind of doing its circles is the Ashton Hall guy who does the running. And he says he gets up at like 4:30 a.m. and he's journaling, ice baths, all this other crap. And then he doesn't actually start any work until like 7. He's done like 3 hours of doing other stuff. And I'm like, that for the vast majority of people is just absolutely pointless. And I think rather than having a quote unquote morning routine, everyone just needs to have a money routine. That's what I prefer to call it, a money routine. And what is a money routine, right? And I hate to be like the bearer of bad news because it's not that fucking complicated, all right? Money routine is as soon as you wake up, you get yourself ready, whether that's you want to have a shower or not, I don't care, and you go onto your laptop, you go onto your computer, and you start generating activity. Like, it's really that dumb simple. Like, my first thing that I do in the morning is I check lead generation, I check sales, things like that, the things that are actually generating me capital. So whether that's cold email, whether it's messages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, whether it's my ads and I'm checking how they're doing, I'm checking my Stripe for sales, new customers, I'm checking my emails to see who's wanting to convert into, different offers and stuff like that. My first thing in the morning, every morning for the first few hours of my day, is generating leads and closing deals, whether that I can close through basically a means without having a call, obviously, because obviously as well, like, I've got the challenge of a time zone, but it's not about making excuses, it's about getting results. And I think this is where a lot of people get hung up, is this. There is a lot, especially in like the online coaching, consulting, mentorship space, is usually like this real like big emphasis on like mindset modules and mindset coaching. And I think the intent there is good. I just think for the vast majority of people, it is utterly pointless. I think the reality is most people's problems are going to get solved by just making more money. And, the argument or the counter argument is going to be like, yeah, but they don't have the mindset to go out and make more money. Well, it's like, if you give them a day by day roadmap, right, and they have the, basically the wherewithal just to follow it step by step, they will get the result if your stuff works, right? Like, if they're willing to do it and you just give it day by day so it's easy to consume and to action, people actually tend to get the results. I think what people are trying to solve with this mindset stuff, and especially where it's like lower down, where people are trying to make their first 10,000 or first $100,000 online, is it just needs to be. It doesn't need to be mindset. It needs to be solved through just habitual action on a daily basis. Like my my program where I help people launch AI consulting firms, because that's what I've been doing, and that's what I've been in consulting for 10 years, and I sold my consulting firm in February this year. The reality is I did it 90-day, day by day. And the amount of people that get results by following what I've done day by day is insane comparative to me just unlocking all the modules for them. And do some people complain? Yeah, because they're the information gobblers. Like, this is the bigger kind of cancer within our space, is all of the people, and you might be one of them, where you join a program and you just go through and just watch all the videos super quick and you go through everything and then you just do nothing. Which is why actually is the duty of a good coach or a consultant or a mentor to only give this stuff to people in bite-sized chunks, all right? Now, I don't want to go off on a tangent, that's probably a video for another day, but this is all to say, like, you don't need this crazy morning routine to make 100K or even $1 million online at all. You need to get up in the morning and you need to go and do lead generation and sales activities as your first things on your hit list. And when you don't have any money, all you need to be doing every day is lead generation and sales. That's it. You don't need to worry about anything else. All of that stuff is inconsequential. Right now, you need money in the bank, right? You're stressed because you want more money. You need to make bills. You got rent to cover. You got all that stuff. And it's like, this is where so many people go wrong. Now, when you're talking about going up to the next level and you're talking about making tens of millions or hundreds of millions, I think there is an argument for some type of routine, because routine can also stop you getting into the mud and into the weeds of the business when you necessarily shouldn't be, because you should have operators within the company actually doing stuff for you. So I think there's this certain transitionary period where you need to kind of come up with an excuse to withdraw yourself from the business more, so you let other people take control, and then you get more mental bandwidth. And whether that's just having a routine of reading or whatever in the morning, like, that's absolutely fine. But for the vast majority of people watching this, if you aren't making $1 million a year, you don't need some crazy morning routine. You need to focus on lead generation and sales, and that is it. If you want more uncensored, non-bullshit business advice, subscribe.